Afternoon students. Light dependent photosynthesis. Hill reaction. Another name is Hill reaction or light reaction. So there is a two name is there. This was discovered by Robert Hill in the year of 1939. This reaction takes place in the presence of light energy in thylakoid membrane or the chloroplast. Photosynthesis pigment absorb the light energy and converted into chemical energy ATP and NADPH2 adenosine triphosphate and NADPH. These products of light reaction move out from the thylakoid to the stroma of the chloroplast. Okay. So there are two types, sir. One is a light dependent reaction, another name is Hill reaction or light reaction. So this is the biosynthesis phase. The second step of the dark reaction or biosynthetic pathway is carried out in the stroma. Stroma means in the leaves is present in the stroma. During the reaction of CO2 is reduced in the carbohydrates with the help of light generate ATP and NADPH. This is also called as Calvin cycle. So if they are asking what is Calvin cycle means, you can write the light independent reaction. In the Calvin cycle input CO2 from the atmosphere and the ATP and NADPH produced from the light reaction. See, this is the overview of the Hill and Calvin cycle. Okay, in this cycle this is H2O and O2, this is glucose, this is CO2. Okay, so what will be happen in this reaction? See that clear picture view. Light dependent reaction, this is a Calvin reaction. First one is ATP, second one NADPH. So first one what? This is ATP. Second one NADPH. Next NADP. Okay. So last ADP. So this it will be light dependent reaction and the Calvin cycle will formed. Okay. So this is the Calvin. Next factor affecting the photosynthesis. This is also important question. There are two factors affecting. One is internal factor and external factor. Internal factor, pigment, leafage, accumulation of carbohydrate, hormones. This effect will react in the photosynthesis purpose. External, light, carbon dioxide, temperature, water and mineral elements. Okay. Next, mitochondria. So it is one of the structure of the cell. Mitochondria is very important. This is the powerhouse of the each and every cell. Okay. The mitochondria are filamentous or granule cytoplasmic organelle present in cell. The mitochondria was first discovered by Kolliker. It's very important. Note down Kolliker in the year of 1857. Granular structure in the striated muscle. Mitochondria are organelles within eukaryotic cells that produce adenosine triphosphate ATP. So it produces the adenosine triphosphate. So which form the energy currency of the cell. So yeah, all the energy currency, each cell it is the energy currency, very important energy currency. What is the energy currency of the cell? Answer is mitochondria. Okay, so reason of the mitochondria referred is that purpose only the mitochondria we call it as a powerhouse of the cell. Okay, mitochondria vary in size from 0.5 nu m to 2.20 nu m. Mitochondria contain 60 to 70% of protein, 25-30% of lipid, 5 to 7% RNA and small amount of DNA and minerals. Okay. So everyone, structure of mitochondria. This is the important question. Structure of mitochondria. So everyone practice that. Very easy diagram. Everyone you have to practice in your home and ready for that. Okay. Mitochondria, it consists of two membranes called inner and outer membrane. Each membrane is 60 to 70% thick. Outer mitochondria membrane is smooth and freely permeable to most small molecules. It contains enzyme and protein molecules also, and lipids also present. It is a porine molecules. Now we call it as other names protein. So it is a channel is there. See, this is the 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5. This like channel is there. So permeable membrane regulate the passage of material into out of the mitochondria. So it is having a rich of 80% of the protein and lipids. Okay. See, this is the structure. First DNA. So it is the inner membrane, it is the outer membrane, the matrix. The circle only we call it as a matrix. And the ribosomes, it's the point now. This point only ribosome. DNA, the blue color is DNA. DNA is inside fully present DNA. Okay, and you see that F1 particles. This is the F1 particles. Okay, and that each curve we call it a junction. This curve is we call it as a junction. This curve is a junction and intraspace the here space is there, no, this is we call it as an intermembrane space. Okay, this is the structure of mitochondria. Next, one part of the mitochondria is cristae, that is inner mitochondrial membrane gives rise to the finger-like projection called cristae. Finger-like projection called cristae. What is a finger-like projection? Cristae. Means increase the inner surface area of the mitochondria to hold variety of enzymes. Next, oxisome. The inner mitochondrial membrane bear minute regularly spaced tennis racket shaped particles known as oxisome. So involved in ATP synthesis. This diagram also it is very important. 2 mark question. So see that this is a F1 particles. Easy diagram only. This is F1. This is stuck. 2 parts only you have to memorize. I mean 2 mark you get 2 marks. So structure of oxisome. It's a very important question. Okay. Mitochondria, it is a complex mixture of the protein and lipids. It's a enzymes of Krebs cycle. It is a 70S ribosome and DNA mitochondrial DNA. Next important question is function of mitochondria. Okay. Mitochondria is the main organ of cell respiration. They produce a large number of ATP molecules. So they are called as the powerhouse of the cell. So it is the ATP factory of the cell. It helps the cells to maintain normal concentration of the calcium ions. This is the second point. It regulates the metabolic activity of the cell. Next, types of respiration. There are 2 types of respiration. Between the organism, external environment, the plant obtains oxygen from the environment and release carbon dioxide and water vapor. So it's known as the external respiration. Okay, biochemical process occur within a cells where the food is oxidized to obtain energy. This is known as a cellular respiration. So there are 2 types. One is aerobic respiration. This is important 7 mark question. This is the important 7 mark question. Okay, note down. Aerobic respiration, types of cellular respiration which organic food completely oxidized with the help of the oxygen, carbon dioxide, water and energy. Occur in most plants and animals. So formula, it is a glucose formula C6H12O6. C6H12O6 is the glucose plus 6O2, 6 gives 6 CO2, carbon dioxide, water and ATP. Okay. Next, aerobic respiration. Glycolysis. Glyco means glucose. Lysis means breakdown. Glucose breakdown of the one molecule glucose. So 6 carbon glucose is there. It will be 2 molecule of pyric acid. So 3 carbon it will be reduced. So cytoplasm, where it will be glycolysis take place in the cell cytoplasm. The first step of aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Next, Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle is occur in the mitochondrial matrix. Where is it happen? In mitochondrial matrix, at the end of the glycolysis, 2 molecule of pyric acid enter into the mitochondria. So the pyric acid into CO2 and water take place through the cycle. So it is a TCA. Another name is also having tricarboxylic acid cycle or TCA. Next, electron transport chain. This is the accomplished through a system of electron carrier complex called electron transport chain, ETC. It's where it is located, inner membrane of the mitochondria. Here what we are getting, NADPH2, NADH2, FADH2 molecule and NAD plus and the FAD plus. This is the energy giving protons or electrons we call it as. It's moved through the system and energy trapped and ATP synthesis. So this is called oxidative phosphorylation. What is this? Oxidative phosphorylation. Okay. So this is the Krebs cycle and very important stage of aerobic respiration also. Okay. Here what we are getting reduced to the water, and anaerobic respiration means anaerobic respiration take place without oxygen. Anaerobic take place here without oxygen. Anaerobic take place. Okay. C6H12O6 gives 2 CO2 and 2 C2H5O6 plus energy we are getting. Okay. Respiratory quotient. Yes, respiratory quotient also important question. This formula we can everybody study that RQ, that is respiratory quotient. RQ means respiratory quotient. Volume of carbon dioxide liberated and a volume of oxygen consumed. Liberated means it will be released. Consumed means it will be intake. So in this process only we call it as a respiratory quotient. Okay, that's all about in this lessons. So everyone thorough that lesson and get good marks. Okay, thank you students.